Good evening, students. Let's see about the lesson. First, the teacher showed the homeworks of the children. You might have drawn about your family, right? See, these are the examples. You can see father, mother, then sister, grandparents. Have you done like this? Some of you have sent the pictures to me, right? Okay, see, these are wonderful drawings, right? Okay, now come to our family tree picture. This one you might have done in your textbook. Some of you have done this one in your notebook. Anyway, if you didn't do the family tree, you have to do it, okay? See how wonderfully they have done. Let's see the main points of the previous story, children.
The bat showering fishes. The bird stealing worms. Air pulling the worms backward. Chicks turning their head when the bird gave a fish to them.
In that story, we saw a dog, fisherman, a bird and its chicks, right? See, these are the main points of that story. Please go through it, children. Look at this picture, children. You can see a happy family here, right? See the parents and grandchildren. They are welcoming their grandparents. How many fingers do you have, children? Can you name them? Thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger and little finger. Otherwise, pinky finger or small finger. Okay? So keep them in your mind. Come to our lesson, children. What's the name of our lesson? Life with Grandfather. Do you know who wrote it? It was written by Keshavan Shankara Pillai. Let's hear about him.
Shankara Pillai, popularly known as cartoonist Shankar, was born on 31st July 1902 at Kayankulam, Kerala. He was a famous Indian cartoonist. He is the father of political cartooning in India. He started Shankar's Weekly in 1948. Today, he is remembered mostly for setting up Children's Book Trust, the famous publishing house of children's books. He started Shankar's International Dolls Museum in 1965. Now, there is a big library and reading room also. After schooling at Mavelikara and Kayamkulam, he studied painting at Raja Ravivarma College of Fine Arts, Mavelikara. He took his degree from University College, Thiruvananthapuram. Then he went to Mumbai for studying law. But he didn't complete his studies. He started working. In 1932, he joined as the staff cartoonist in the daily The Hindustan Times. He continued there till 1946. Shankar liked children very much. He started Shankar's International Competition in 1949. As a part of that, he started Shankar's on-the-spot painting competition for children in 1952. He published an autobiographical book titled as My Life with Grandfather. Shankar had got several distinguished awards. He was awarded with Padma Shri in 1956 and Padma Bhushan in 1966. Later, in 1976, Shankar was awarded with Padma Vibhushan, the second highest civilian honor given by the Government of India. He passed away on 26 December 1989. As a tribute to him, the Government of Kerala set up a first of its National Cartoon Museum and Art Gallery at his hometown Krishnapuram near Kayankulam, Kerala.
Let's see his beautiful cartoons. Have you seen them before in any of the magazines or newspapers? Cartoons make fun of other people and they make us laugh. See this picture, children. Here you can see Raja's family, his grandfather, grandmother, uncle, and he. Who is running after him? See, children, let's read the story and understand. Page number 11. My home. Everybody call me Raja. It is not my real name, but I like being called Raja. I lived with my grandfather and grandmother. They were my guardians. My mother died when I was young. My father left me with my grandparents who brought me up. See, here Raja is the boy who narrates the story. He is a narrator. Okay, so he says like that. This name Raja, that one is not his real name. Everybody in that house calls him like Raja. He lives with his grandfather and grandmother. His parents are not there. They are his guardians. His mother died when he was young and his father left him with his grandparents. So it was his grandparents who brought him up. Next paragraph. We lived in a large house, but we were a small family. There were grandfather, grandmother, uncle and I. We had many relatives, but they lived in their own houses. So here you can see a big house, children. As per Raja's description, they live in a big house, but less number of people were living there. They had relatives, big number of relatives they had, but still they were living in their own houses. Next paragraph. Grandfather was a tall, strong man. He always spoke in a loud voice. He knew everyone in the village. People respected him. They came to him for advice and help. Here you can see the physical feature of the grandfather. He was tall and strong, and how he was speaking? He was speaking in a loud voice. And from Raja's narration, we get the idea that this grandfather was loved and respected by the villagers. The villagers came to him for advice and help. Next paragraph. Grandmother was kind and gentle. She took good care of me. She would follow me like a shadow, saying, "Drink this milk, or eat your food, or have your bath, or go to bed." I did not like this, but still I loved her very much. So instead of his mother, his grandmother, he used to take care of him. So she was so loving. That's why she followed him like a shadow. Understood? Next paragraph. My uncle was young and very clever. He helped grandfather in looking after his fields and gardens. People liked him and I too liked him very much. Whenever I was in trouble, uncle would come to my help. So Raja loved his uncle very much. According to him, his uncle was very clever. Okay, he was young also. See, this uncle, he helped grandfather in looking after his fields and gardens. People liked this uncle and Raja also liked him very much. So whenever this Raja was in trouble, this uncle used to come and help him. Children, page number 12, first paragraph. At home, I did not have any friend to play with. Grandfather did not like my going out to play with other children. He believed that I would be spoiled if I did so. Other children did not like to come to our house because they were afraid of grandfather. Here, from Raja, we would be getting the concept that this grandfather, he was not allowing this child to go out and play. According to his view, this boy would be what? He would be spoiled because of the influence of other children. So he's a narrow-minded person, right? This grandfather. So how he would be spending his leisure time, children? He was not going outside, but he had to spend time with his inmates of the house. his grandfather, grandmother, uncle, and which all animals or birds are there in that house, he would be spending time with them. See children, our first part is over. Now the teacher gave you one assignment, right? What you have to do? See, you have to read the textbook from page number 11 to 14 and write the major points of the story as a paragraph. So please read that much pages and do the points, write the points as a paragraph. Thank you.